At a federal court in Greenbelt, Maryland, a hearing is right now underway in former National Security Advisor John Bolton's criminal case. The Justice Department claims he mishandled and shared classified national defense intel during his tenure in the first Trump administration. I'm going to bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman. Hi, Katrina. So bring us up to speed on the DOJ's case.
Hi, Vlad. So John Bolton is accused of illegally sharing classified materials with his family members, the Justice Department says, and of storing top secret documents at his home. Now, he's been charged with 18 counts of unlawful retention and transmission of national defense information. What they say, Vlad, is that he abused his position as National Security Advisor by sending classified documents over insecure means, using email to his relatives, over 1,000 pages, they say, of, quote, diary-like entries. They say that these documents revealed potential future attacks, foreign adversaries, and foreign policy relations. There are also allegations that a hacker gained access to Bolton's email where these documents were stored and threatened to cause the, quote, biggest scandal since Hillary Clinton's emails were leaked. Now, today is a status conference. That's usually when they figure out the timeline for the case, discovery, possibly set a trial date, Vlad. Another issue that's come up is that Bolton's attorneys say where they have to go to see these classified documents, it's in Washington, D.C. And whenever you have classified docs, you have to look at them in a secure space. So they're asking that that be moved closer to where Bolton is because they say it's putting an unreasonable burden on them as they're preparing this defense.
Really interesting. The DOJ, as you know, Katrina, has faced pushback in a variety of investigations lately. Potential issues have come up in the handling of the James Comey grand jury. The Adam Schiff probe is under investigation. There's been complaints in the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case. How do these issues impact these cases and the perception of the DOJ? I mean, you've got Lindsay Halligan, the prosecutor involved in the Comey case, admitting that indictment from the grand jury did not come from the full grand jury. Help me understand that as somebody who's not a lawyer.
Vlad, I mean, this has not been a great week for the Department of Justice in a lot of ways. And something that's happening there, too, is that they have lost thousands of employees since January. Over 5,000 people have quit, taken buyouts, been fired. That's according to an advocacy group of former Justice Department employees. So we're seeing that this department is stretched very thin. We're also seeing that people are being installed to carry out certain directives. For example, interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan was put into office. She had no experience bringing a criminal prosecution, Vlad, but just within days, she brought that indictment against James Comey to a grand jury. This week, a judge determined that there may have been, quote, a disturbing pattern of prosecutorial missteps in that grand jury room. It's come out that she may have misdirected the grand jury on the law, that, as you mentioned, they didn't see the final indictment against James Comey. They saw an initial version of it. In court, Halligan admitted to a judge that only the foreperson and one other grand juror saw that final document. It's been reported that that just stunned the judge silent. So we're seeing that when people are being brought in who don't necessarily have the adequate experience, sometimes missteps are taking place. And a big part of this, Vlad, too, is because career prosecutors were not willing to go into that grand jury room with Lindsay Halligan. None of them signed on to that indictment. She had to bring in outside prosecutors to work on the case with her. So we're seeing that this loss of prosecutors across the board is really increasing the burden on the people who are in office. And then we're seeing new people brought in who maybe don't have the adequate experience to be bringing these charges.
Wow. All right. Katrina Kaufman reporting for us. Thanks, Katrina.